Okay, so today we are diving into something really fascinating. We're looking at a business model from Sri Lanka called ONA Holdings. Now, this isn't just one company, it's a whole ecosystem of businesses, all designed to work together. And what's really powerful here is their goal to empower local communities with this unique, self-sustaining system. It's an incredible approach, so let's break it down.
You know, this right here isn't just some corporate mission statement they hang on a wall. It is the guiding principle behind every single thing ONA Holdings does. It's all about merging modern business practices with a super deep commitment to creating real sustainable value, right there at the local level. You could say this is literally the DNA of their entire operation.
So, how do they do it? What's the secret sauce? Well, it's this thing called a vertically integrated model. Now, I know that might sound like a bunch of business jargon, but the idea is actually super simple. Each company in the ONA family isn't just off doing its own thing. No, it's actively helping all the others succeed. Think of it like a set of gears, all turning together to power one big engine for community growth.
Right, so one vision, but 6 different companies. I know it sounds complex, but when you see how they all connect, it's actually pretty brilliant. So, we're about to peel back the layers and take a look at each piece of this ecosystem, one by one.
Okay, first up, let's meet the individual players. These are the building blocks, the absolute foundation of the entire ONA community ecosystem. Everything has to start somewhere, right? And for ONI, that starting point is physical space. ONI Property Solution is the foundation that everything else is built on. I mean, they literally find the homes for all these community-focused businesses. So, ONA Property does a lot more than just manage buildings for busy professionals or for Sri Lankans living abroad. Its most important job, its real role inside this ecosystem, is to find and lock down the perfect real estate for the other ONA brands to set up shop. It literally lays the groundwork for the whole business, making sure every venture starts in exactly the right place to serve the community.
Okay, so you've got a location. Now you need a voice. You've got to tell your story, create an identity that people can connect with and trust. And that, well, that's where Onalk advertising and marketing comes in. ONA is the in-house marketing powerhouse for the whole group. I mean, think about it. Whether they're creating a social media campaign or designing a huge billboard, they make sure every single ONA brand looks and feels premium, professional, and consistent. They're the ones who craft the message that brings the entire vision to the public, making sure that story of community empowerment is heard loud and clear. So you've got your location, and you have your voice. Now you need the actual, tangible stuff that brings a brand to life. And this is where the production hub of the ecosystem comes into play.
And here is where you really see how practical this whole integrated model is. ONA Print creates all the physical brand assets. We're talking the menus for the cafes, the signs for the shops, and, crucially, the professional labels and packaging for all the products sold in their markets. This gives them complete control over quality and ensures a consistent look and feel across the board. It's smart.
All right, let's move on to the retail side of things. But listen, this is not your typical convenience store chain. Oh no. ONA Fresh Market has a model that's specifically designed to uplift local entrepreneurs, not replace them. This part is just brilliant because it perfectly illustrates the company's core vision. Instead of building new stores and competing with local shop owners, ONA partners with them. Existing village shops can join the ONA Fresh Market franchise. And what do they get? They get branding, marketing, legal support, and access to over 75 locally sourced products, all of them, of course, neatly packaged by ONA Print. It is a total win-win. Now for the flagship brand, the real heart of the ONA lifestyle experience. Mocheley Cafe is where high-end dining meets social enterprise, and it creates a destination that's so much more than just a place to grab a meal. This concept is just so innovative. Get this, Mocheley operates with 2 kitchens. One is a professional kitchen, making sure service standards are super high. But the other is a traditional kitchen, where local women from the village cook their authentic family recipes. It's this beautiful fusion that serves as the main destination for the whole brand, and it puts community talent right there in the spotlight. And finally, let's look at how ONA brings its whole ecosystem into the world of tourism. Ceyio is the hospitality arm, and it's all about creating an authentic Sri Lankan experience that actually benefits everyone involved. So Ceyio partners up with small, local hotels and homestays, bringing them all under one brand to guarantee a standard of quality for tourists. Now, this doesn't just support local hotel owners, it also creates this powerful pipeline, directing tourists who stay at Ceyio properties right back into the ecosystem.
to shop at ONA Fresh, and to dine at Mocheley. It just closes the loop perfectly. So, we've met all the individual companies. Now let's see how they all dance together. This is where the magic of that vertically integrated model really, truly comes to life. I mean, it's a fair question, right? It all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like day to day? How does the whole machine work? Well, here it is, laid out in 5 simple steps. Step 1, ONA property finds the spot. Step 2, a Mocheley cafe or an ONA Fresh Market moves in. Step 3, ONA Print produces all the physical branding. Step 4, Onalk gets the word out online and offline. And finally, Step 5, Ceyio helps bring in the customers, both local and international. It's a perfect, self-sustaining loop. It just works. You know, a great business model is one thing, but what does all this actually mean for the people on the ground? Let's zoom in on the real-world impact this ecosystem is having on Sri Lankan communities.
This slide really puts it all into perspective. I mean, for a traditional shop owner, the difference is just night and day. They go from being an isolated entrepreneur, kind of on their own, to a supported franchise partner with access to better products, professional marketing, and a direct line to the tourism economy. That is tangible empowerment.
And the impact is directly financial, too. Take a look at this profit breakdown for Mocheley Cafe. An incredible 40% of the profits from that traditional kitchen goes directly to the village women who are doing the cooking. And let's be clear, this isn't charity, it's a genuine profit-sharing partnership. That's a huge deal. Okay, so ONA Holdings has built this incredible, self-sustaining ecosystem. The model is proven, we can see it works on the ground. But what's the next step on their journey? Where do they go from here? And that brings us to our final thought. To really scale this amazing model and attract investment, you need all the formal documents in place. So, I'll leave you with this question. If you were in charge, which one of these crucial documents would you prioritize to make ONA Holdings investor ready? The franchise agreement, the profit-sharing contract, or the brand standards for Ceyio? They're all vital, but which one do you think really opens the door to future growth? Something to think about.